This is the Philippines. This is where my family's from, and I haven't been back in 18 years. What's up, everybody? My name is Johan. I'm a musician from Toronto, Canada, but more importantly, I am the son of lovely and hardworking Filipino immigrants. My dad is Bicolano, and my mom is Ilonggo, but she grew up in QC, Quezon City. I initially was planning to, vlog my trip in the Philippines, but I shit you not, for most of my trip, I didn't have my voice. I think it's just a combination of, coming from cold, frigid Toronto weather to the tropical heat that is the Philippines, and then getting bombarded with air conditioning whenever you walk into a shopping mall. It's bound for sickness, or at least in my case, losing my voice. But you know what? It's all good, because, while I record the audio for this and while I edit, I could really, look back in retrospect and kind of form a narrative for this video here. So yeah, come along with me. So most days pretty much start out the same. You wake up early, head to the gym, then you head back home, take a shower, put on sunscreen, and then you figure out what you want to do during the day. Now, if you're staying in Manila proper, the thing to do is to check out BGC. That is the Bonifacio Global City. It pretty much has everything that a good city can offer. It's super pedestrian friendly. There's a bunch of nice restaurants, every single retail store, and as you can see, it's very active at night. But if you're an old man like me and you're more of a morning/day person, one thing that I always like doing is checking out a bookstore, and this one in particular is called Fully Booked. The manga section is fantastic, a sick fantasy section as well. One of my favorites is here, A Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez, who's also a Filipino author, so please check out his work. But what I actually ended up getting was a Penguin Classics edition of Jose Rizal's Touch Me Not. For those who don't know who Jose Rizal is, he is one of, if not the most important historical figures in Philippine history. It was just cool to get a copy of one of his works, because I've never read anything that he's done before. Sticking with Jose Rizal, we got the wonderful opportunity to visit his alma mater, Ateneo de Manila University, courtesy of my cousin, Dr. Nikki Briones Carci Cruz, who is a prof here at Ateneo. And I absolutely love this campus. I just love its overall vibe. I feel like if I was a student here, I'd be stoked to come here every day. It's also a good place to challenge your father to a duel. But my absolute favorite part of the campus is actually Ateneo's art gallery that has quite the spread of paintings and photographs. Yeah, whenever I'm in another city that's not Toronto, if I'm able to, I try my best to visit a university campus, just because I'm a student. I very much enjoy the school setting, and yeah, Ateneo definitely ranks high for me. If I were to crown my favorite place in all of Manila, that's definitely Intramuros. Now, if you're a history nerd like me, then Intramuros is definitely the place for you. It's basically a historical district that replicates Spain's colonial period in the Philippines, but because most of it was destroyed in World War II, much of what's left in Intramuros are restorations, but nevertheless, it's still beautiful. Intramuros is equipped with national museums, cute cafes, and kalesa riding on cobblestone roads. Kalesa are Filipino horse-drawn carriages, for those who don't know. But of course, the centerpiece of Intramuros has to be the San Agustin Church, which was the only structure left standing following the damage of World War II. Now, by no means am I a religious person, but most times religion knows how to do architecture right, and San Agustin is a good example of that. Look how beautiful these hallways are. It's like you're in Hogwarts or something.
You're a Catholic, Harry.
But the most gorgeous part of this church, by far, is this here courtyard. So yeah, hopefully you guys can understand why Intramuros is my favorite, and yeah, shout out to Vic Boy and Marcel de Lima, my uncle and my cousin, for showing us around. As much as I love Manila, I've always felt that leaving the city is actually where you find the magic of the Philippines. And I'm not necessarily talking about the beach, though the beach is a good time. But the specific magic that I'm talking about can only be found when you hit the province. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, my dad is Bicolano, so here we are in Bicol, specifically Agos. A special moment came about when we visited his elementary school. It was really cool to, see the kids and kind of envision how my dad was as a kid. But what brought us here specifically is the feeding program that my dad and his siblings run for students who can't afford to eat meals. This program was initially started by my Lola, my dad's mom, when she was a teacher here at Agos Elementary. And yeah, she always had this saying that it's impossible for students to learn if they don't have a full stomach, and that is 100% true. So ever since my dad and his siblings decided to pick up and continue my Lola's feeding program, student enrollment here at Agos Elementary has increased by a lot over the years. Another special moment for us is when we went to Iriga to visit the Our Lady of Fatima Center, which is an orphanage and school founded by my Mama Helen. Not only is Mama Helen my great aunt and younger sister to my Lola, but she's also a nun of the Augustinian order, and together with Sor La Salette, she founded this orphanage back in 1975, starting from a singular nipa hut. Now, I haven't been here since I was 10, but it's just as beautiful as I remember. But the most heartwarming thing, without a doubt, is the kids getting together to sing and perform for us. Check it out. The cool thing about the Philippines is that it can mean different things to different people, whether it's the city, the beaches, the province, or whatever the hell this is.
Rolling the Paranaque. Rolling the Paranaque.
But for me, the simplest answer as to what the Philippines is that the Philippines is family. So yeah, there it is. This is the Philippines. This is where my family's from. And I promise I won't take another 18 years before I come back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know this is a different kind of video than I'm used to doing, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. I really enjoyed making it. And actually, don't you worry, because I'm going to end this thing off with some music-related content. Here you go. Sino ang Pinoy artist na dapat pakinggan ng lahat?
SB19. Wait lang. I'm so outdated na. Well, I love Indio Eye. They're a reggae band.
I think I'm more familiar with Ryan Cayabyab.
Gary Valenciano. Kasi, ang ganda ng mga messages.
The one I'm put on to right now is Sean Jr. It's all about R&B, a lot of hip-hop, but this is one I'm listening to right now.
Easy Ortiz, which is me. She's my interlude. All platforms, go listen to that.
I love this question.
Yeah?
I always recommend Zach Tabudlo. R&B, but still quite a bit pop.
I think Rob Daniel. I like his love songs a lot.
Who's a Filipino artist that you feel like more people should be listening to?
Johan.